Father's Day, to me, is the most important holiday. You might be thinking why, it's just another family holiday, but to me, it's the most important holiday. You might be thinking why again, because from the time I can remember anything, it's always been me and my dad. It's always just been the two of us, but let me tell you about my mom. I personally never knew her. My dad said she disappeared. He woke up one morning, she wasn't in bed next to him. He searched all through the house, no sign of her. He called the police, but they never found her. So, my dad just is very cautious with his only son, which is me. It all happened when I was 15, and on the Father's Day of 2008, I had bought my dad a few presents, a card, and a cake, and everything was going to be a surprise for him. But when I finally did show everything to him, he wasn't surprised or anything. Just kind of stood there, motionless, and then he just snapped. You might be wondering what I mean by snapped. What I mean is, my dad, he tried to kill me. After he was standing there motionless, he grabbed the knife that he used to cut the cake, and he tried to stab me. He tried to stab me in my chest, but luckily I dodged it. I ran upstairs in my room, and he was banging on the door to let him in, but of course I didn't. I stayed in my room for what felt like hours, but I knew I couldn't stand there forever, so I got a wooden baseball bat from my closet, and I prepared myself to make a beeline for my front door. So, I got the wooden baseball bat, I opened the door, my dad was still there, so I hit him across the face with it. And I ran down my stairs and made a beeline for the front door. I opened it and ran to my neighbor's house and banged on the door to let me in. Eventually, my neighbor did open his door and he let me in. He asked me what was wrong, and I told him my dad was trying to kill me. He let me in his house and he called the cops. After about 5 minutes of waiting, the cops finally showed up. At this point, my dad was outside with the knife in his hand. He saw the cops and he started to run towards them. They were out of the car and they saw him running towards them. They told him to stop, but he just kept running towards them. And so they pulled out their guns, and my dad wasn't stopping. He just kept running. And so they did the only thing they could. They shot him dead. After they shot my dad, the police took me to the police station, where after some time, my aunt and uncle came to pick me up so I could go live with them. That was until I went to college. I'm 24 now, and I miss my dad every day. I guess I'll never know why he did what he did, but I still miss him anyway. I just want to know why he tried to kill his only son.